Good evening from Riyadh City. Good morning anywhere you are now. Good evening. Okay, let's start. In the previous session, we tested what we tested. We tested this feature. Update PSD and AI before checking in. Which means you can connect a PSD file or AI file, Adobe Illustrator, with the InDesign document. So when the document updated, the PSD file opened and updated also with the document. And this is useful for updating nested links, like if you have links inside the Illustrator file. When the Illustrator file updated, the placed files inside that Illustrator file will be updated also. In addition to that, the process supports nested InDesign document. So if you have InDesign document nested inside another, the nested one will be opened and updated also. But for this feature, it's useful for mockup. If you want to make mockup, depending on the layout, like if you have business card and you want a mockup for the business card, it will be updated. The problem in the previous session that when this option, auto update links record, when this was checked, this option is not working. So be assured that this unchecked. Anyway, by default, this option is not checked. So let's practically try to do that. Let's make business card. Let's say we have business card. Or no need for business card. Let's make this for this sign. At first, this preference auto update links record is unchecked, and that's what we want. Second, we have placed a PSD file in the best board beside the page just to make a connection to that PSD file. So we have PSD file. Let's reveal in Adobe Bridge. Okay, this PSD file you can put anywhere inside the workshop root folder, editing root folder. Okay, but here I saved the PSD file beside the document inside this folder, mockup. Here another thing important, you need to add to the file name this flag, ts underscore then lyr, layer, abbreviation of layer, then exporting format. You can write PNG, JPG, or GIF, depending on what you want the PSD file to be exported to. Let's write JPG. Here you can write layer, abbreviation LYR, or you can write update. It's up to you. Okay, let's keep update. Now I modified the PSD file. Do you know that TreeShade have feature that you can modify the link file? You can rename or move from folder to folder, and TreeShade automatically will update and fix the missed link. So you have the freedom to move the files and edit them separated from your document. Okay. We need also to place mockup and to place the layout inside the Photoshop file as a placeholder. Let's close this file. Let's open again. Okay, we already have a link, but suppose we don't have link. Suppose we opened a fresh PSD document and we want to make. You need to put one of the document page files, because here in TreeShade, if you check in the document, you will have separated files represent the page here in this location. Page workshop. So the same relative path, but instead of workshop, you will have page workshop and the same relative path. Here you will have separated files represent the page. Copy the page that you want to make a mockup for. The first page, the second, anyway page that you want. Because we want the same name here. So copy the page and go back to workshop and then the folder where the PSD file is saved. Put the page there, and this will be removed after placing. So here in Adobe Photoshop, yes, in Adobe Photoshop, from File menu, select Place Linked, then select the temporary page or the placeholder page and click Place. Let's modify the document dimension to be similar to the sign. So let's be 17 by 5, or what's this? 16, I think. By 9 by 9. Okay, 16 by 9. Okay, here we have the PSD file. It's important to be here in the best board beside the page or anywhere in the document. It's no matter. What determines the page is the file name here, because this here 0001, it's 4 digits. And now let's save the document. Do you want to check in? No. If you save a document, it automatically export the separated page files. So if we go back to the document, and while selecting the document, go to page, and you will have a new updated one. So let's copy again, and let's go back to mockup and paste here, replace, and here in Photoshop let's place again, place linked. It's important to be linked, not to place embedded. Place linked, then select the page. Now you can make a temporary layout just to know what you are doing. Just a placeholder. But anyway, let's put, if we modify here to multiply, okay. Now what we want to do, just save the PSD and delete that page. It's important to delete the page here. So the PSD file triggered to update, because if you don't delete that, the PSD file will keep reference to the placeholder copy. So move to trash, cancel, no. That's it. Now we're ready. So let's try. Let's make design. Let's make abstract design. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Let's save, but before saving, I want to align the applications so we observe what is going. Here we have InDesign document. Here we have Adobe Bridge. Let's put Adobe Bridge at top, and let's put Adobe Photoshop here. Okay. So we have Adobe InDesign to the left, Adobe Bridge, and Adobe Photoshop. And let's save. Let's save where? In Adobe InDesign. So save, and for this message, do you want to check in? Yes, we want to check in. And wait, now the PSD file is copied temporarily to page folder, updated, exported, and deleted. The copy will be deleted. And here we have PDF exported for the layout. But if you go back to page, inside this folder, you will have both the layout and the mockup. So always when you check in the document, the mockup will be updated. This is very important with the dynamic online form. Like you can put this to be online from TreeShade menu, new, then create this text file online. It's installed with the software, but to execute this you need to run the local server here. Here I have run the local server, a Node.js server. What is going? Okay. I run main.js as Node.js server, and here I have a service to connect the server online. What is going? I've noticed that Adobe InDesign is opening and exporting. There is a process happening here because I created this text file. Because when you create this text file, it automatically triggers Adobe InDesign to check in. If you modify the file name, also the InDesign document will be updated. So there is a relation, automation relation between the TSK file and any InDesign document exists in the same folder. To know what is going, I can show you what will happen if I modify the file name. So let's see. Let's make any modification. Okay, now let's try to modify the file name, TSK. If we add underscore and then number, counter, and that what will dynamic online form will do. It's modify the text file to trigger the remote updating in the local server. So see now, if I modify the file, see what will happen now. The InDesign document will be updated, and also the mockup. See, midpoint closed, and now the PDF file will be revealed in Adobe Bridge, and that the mark of the end of the process. Okay, the PDF file revealed, then the action is done. If we go back here, we will have mockup and layout. What we were talking before this, we were talking about online form. Okay. As I said, we have this special text file that have this flag ts_key and have content settings for the submitting buttons, but anyway, you don't need to modify. After executing the service and the local server, you need to open the domain only once to save the domain in TreeShade record. So when you double click this text file, double click, and you can open the online form on your computer. Of course, you need to copy the URL here and send to your collaborators, your customer, your team, marketing, to fill the content. What's the content here? It's abstract drawing, but suppose we have live snippet content. So let's make text frame. Let's write some text here. Let's format. And let's make larger. Let's create paragraph style. It's important. New paragraph style. Apply the style, and now while the text selected from live snippet, select a new live snippet and write the relative path without /, just write the folder name beside the document. Let's say content. This is the folder name, and inside the folder name, let's write the text file name, text. Okay. Now we have created a live snippet. This live snippet marked at the beginning by non-printing anchor text frame. It's just for the graphic designer to know that this text actually a live snippet and this is the location. You can select the non-printing anchor text frame, and from live snippet select reveal in Bridge to reveal the text file in Adobe Bridge. Now let's add another content like background image. Let's copy this as a placeholder and let's rename to background. Drag and drop in the document. Okay. Let's create object style for the photo or for the background. While the image frame is selected, new object style. Apply style to selection. And let's name background. And for frame fitting options, it's important. Let's make auto fit. So if the end user upload different photo with different ratio, it will be fill the frame automatically when the document updated. Auto fit, and then here fill frame proportionally, and here all 0. Okay, that's it. Okay, the style applied. Let's put in background, and let's add white with 50% transparency. Let's be more. Okay, that's it. I don't like this style, but anyway, here we are talking about technical issue. So for the text frame, let's be smaller, or let's add the inset spacing. Now what we want to do, just save the document and click yes for checking in, and wait the PDF file to be revealed in Adobe Bridge. I'm waiting, I'm not touching anything. Okay. For the PDF, you can determine the PDF preset by this command. From TreeShade menu, select set PDF preset and write the name here, but it must be exactly as the preset. And of course the preset must be exist before in Adobe PDF preset. Here we have interactive and no bleed. Let's try no bleed. Okay, set PDF preset. No bleed. Okay. Save again. Check in, yes. Okay, done. Now the online form ready. If we double click, open online form, yes. Now we have preview for the document, but the content, where the content? We have text and we have inside the content folder. We have background and we have text, so the end user can modify. Here, any folder, any subfolder inside the project have no paired file, it will not be revealed. So you need to create any file have the same name as the folder. So from TreeShade menu, new, select text and write content, the same folder name. Inside this text file, no matter now, but you can use later to render the content in CMS content management system. If you want to output HTML or update the document entirely automatically, depending on hierarchy structure, you can put inside that text file instructions for both InDesign and for HTML. But now it's not important because we placed the content directly. The background placed normally and the text also placed directly as live snippet. Now let's refresh. Now we have content. So let's arrange. Let's put all applications on the left and the online form, the application on the right, and the online form on the left. For the online form, it's not supposed to be edited on your computer. You need to send the URL for your collaborators or customer, like marketing team or anyone, to fill the content, to modify the design depending on the content. Let's try, but here we have a problem that there is no preview for the mockup. What is the problem? Let's see. If we select a document and go to bed, we have only JPG. There is no PSD. Why? There is no mockup. Because we need to check in the file, or we deleted the PSD by accident. We deleted the PSD when I selected all and delete. So we need to return back the PSD file inside mockup. And here the benefit of pairing folder with a text file. Here we don't want mockup to revealed in the online form. So we keep the folder without paired file. but for content we have bird text file. And this is make a layer of security. Inside mockup, let's place in the pasteboard. Anywhere in the document, just to make the connection. Okay. And what? And nothing. Let's try to apply to refresh the online form and update new content. Let's change the photo. What photo we want? This. And here the text. Good morning. And update. And see now, the request will be sent to the local server on your computer. The server will receive the new content, update the files, trigger Adobe InDesign to open the document if it's not opened already, update the content, open the PSD file, update the layout, export the PSD to JPG, and also export the document to PDF and to JPG as layout. And within 1 minute, all the design will be ready to the end user. And of course, you can modify later manually if you want. Okay, that's it. Now we have layout and also we have mockup. So at any time we can update the content and produce new layout and new mockup. Okay, that's enough for this session. I have now 40 minutes. I go daily streaming. So subscribe in the channel so you get notified. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using. It's totally free, and you can install from Adobe Exchange. Go to exchange.adobe.com and search in Creative Cloud for TreeShade. Thank you for watching and goodbye.